Hello and welcome back to another reaction. In this occasion, Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood, episode 23. Yes, it was a very exciting ending for the last episode. We don't know, or we exactly don't know how this is going to be developed because, the beginning was kind of the action packed, but in the end, the action results to be just kind of a plot device. The real interesting part of the episode is the feelings of Winry, how she felt when she discovered that the murderer of her parents was just in front of her. It is a very strong episode. Last week's episode was really genuinely strong. But actually, I am excited to see how everything is being developed. How is everything going to be developed, actually? Because, yes, now Wrath is out, is not kind of being hidden from at least one of our protagonists or somebody close to our protagonist. And yes, there is a lot more that we can see within the next few episodes. And it escalates very, very quickly. And I don't know what is going to happen with Brad, with Gluttony, with Ed, with Al, with all of them. So, yes, let's just cut this presentation and watch the next episode, shall we? Okay, I'm back. I just watched second time the 23rd episode of the series. And yes, we got a lot of action this time, and I think in a more central portion of the episode, at least more prominent than last time. But once again, the action is part of the everything of the episode. We have a lot of intrigue in here because now a lot of people know that King Bradley is actually the boss of the homunculus, or at least I assume he is the boss of the homunculus. We know that is not true. We know that the actual boss of the homunculi is father. But obviously, for the perspective of the characters in the series, I think they are trying to assume that yes, since he's a homunculus, he must be the boss because he's in charge. That's what I assume that the characters are thinking. But before going to that point, before going to the end of the episode, obviously all the topics that we are seeing here. For example, when we go to the back alley alongside with Lan Fan and of course Ling Yao. Yes, I wrote them because this is the best way for me to remember them. Once I start to say them over and over again, I will remember them. But for that, I need to put them in a place and I can see them so I can kind of say them. Okay, going back to the episode. What they did, especially what she did, was incredibly brave, was incredibly clever. My God, the determination of that woman to keep alive Ling Yao is unbelievable. I mean, cutting her own arm. That must be painful as hell, and not only cutting your own arm, holding back the pain for cutting your own arm. And obviously it was not just a thing of a moment that just cut the arm and leave it there and keep running. No, it was just cutting the arm, putting on a dog so the dog can move and can, give a fake trail of blood, and so they can deceive one of the homunculi, in this case King Bradley. And obviously been holding back all the pain in the sewers while the other guy is capturing their objective, what they are after from the beginning. All of that speaks volumes of the determination of this woman to protect, and not only to protect him, to make him fulfill his goals, in this case the goals of Ling Yao. Lan Fang deserves a lot of credit in this case. Because yes, Ling Yao went with the idea, but the execution goes all to Lan Fan, all to her, and it's amazingly brave, amazingly resilient, honestly. boy. And yes, the way they capture, I have no idea in previous episodes since they announced that they plan to capture Gluttony, or one of the homunculi in this case. They didn't care which one. I have any idea how the hell are they going to capture one of them. In this case, they captured Gluttony, and thanks to his ability of regeneration, they could hold him tightly enough with these freaking cables, and they were able to capture him. And I love the discretion around here. That at the beginning, when I saw Hawkeye taking glasses and all of that, I started to question, obviously to myself, why is she doing that? Why is she having a pair of glasses? Later on, obviously, I understood. So nobody could recognize her. Because, yeah, she was going to go fast. And nobody was going to have time or enough time to recognize her. To look really closely and see, oh, this is Hawkeye. Unfortunately for her, she went by one of the streets in which King Bradley was. And yes, thanks to his marvelous eyes, he was able to recognize her. I was afraid. In the moment we saw him, I said, oh my god, he will be able to recognize her. What is going to happen with that little bit of information? I don't know. I guess we're going to figure it out in the future. Now, the other element in this episode is obviously Scar after they captured Gluttony and they took him away. Scar is another being in his own. It's another plot that we need to follow. And for a moment there, I genuinely thought they were going to capture and possibly execute Scar. I guess I honestly thought that if they capture Scar and execute him, they're going to rescue him just before the execution. Somebody else is going to rescue him, and that's going to be it. That wasn't the case, and a character that I forgot completely about her existence is the little girl. I don't recall her name, but I did forget about her until obviously, oh yes, it's her, that she was with him in the past. Yes, and she rescued him with showing off some amazing alchemy and the ability, not just the alchemy, obviously long distance alchemy, well, not so long, but yeah, enough to be impressive. But the ability that she has, the strength just to kick Al and Ed. Yeah, they were caught by surprise, but still, that speaks volumes of the ability. If I remember correctly, she is also after the immortality because she doesn't want the Emperor to die. I think it's kind of in the same boat that Ling Yao is, I think. But obviously, the little panda that's with her now is with Al. And yes, I did not even notice when Al did that, but apparently this is not the first time that is happening. And now we go to another portion of the episode that I really enjoyed. After, of course, the terrible... Because, yeah, now I am very wary of every time I see King Bradley, especially with one of the friends of our protagonist. After that kind of tense moment in which, obviously, nothing happened, I don't know why Bradley was there. I don't know his intentions. I don't know if he is trying to put this facade of an old... grandpa that is still trying to look after everybody in his country. But after that, in the moment obviously that we saw the lowest point, the emotional lowest point for Winry, in which, yeah, my parents did good, my parents were great people, but I want them back, I want them alive. And she's completely depressed. Oops, sorry about that. And she's completely depressed. When we got our lowest point for Winry, then the show gave us hope for her character. Because, yeah, she was believing that the only thing she can do was wait. Wait for Al, wait for Ed, I think especially for Ed, and yes, I'm going to say that something in the future. But she realized that no, thanks to everything she has done, in the past, especially with the automail. There is a lot more than she can do, especially again by all the people that she helped, and the people that she helped back in her job, in her, I guess, daily job now. That people miss her, that she's important for a lot of people and for her own ability, not just being Winry the cute face, no, because her ability to create, in this case, automail. And obviously when she's living in a, I guess, in a higher state, in a higher emotional state, after everything that Ed said, that he's going to make her smile, oh no, she's going to make her cry, but tears of joy. After that moment, and everything that she has done, she now comes to the full realization that she is in love with Ed. And this is a feeling that she has been for a long time, especially for all the things that we saw in the flashback, from in the moment that Ed showed determination with the automail, then when they burned down their house, and all that is happening recently. Yeah, she came to the realization that she is completely in love with Ed, and I love that moment because yeah, this is a ship I support. I love that ship. Anyway, moving on to the last portion. Now that they capture and help, in this case, Lanfang, Gluttony apparently has another thing inside of him, a giant eye, and thanks to the worst Mustang and the anger that he felt, because yeah, he was the one that killed Lust. Now this thing has awoken, and I have no clue how it's going to be developing later on, because yeah, I don't think those restrictions are enough to hold him back, and I cannot wait for the next episode because it's going to be very exciting. Again, things are moving way too fast, way too quickly, and a lot of emotions that I'm feeling within this episode and with previous episodes. A great one, a great episode, but I think I exhausted the topic of this one. I hope you enjoy it, and as always, thank you for your attention, and see you on the next one. Bye!
Okay guys, I hope you enjoyed that video, and if you did, give it a like, so the algorithm from YouTube will help me out. And check my other videos, share them, and also why not subscribe to my channel and join this community. And as always, I want to thank you for your attention, your likes, and even your dislikes, your comments, which is something I always look forward to read. And yeah, once more, thanks, and see you on the next one.